Good morning. Will everyone please rise for the national anthem? Good morning and welcome to the 2024 commencement exercises for the University of Michigan School of Dentistry. Yes, you can be seated now. We are here today to celebrate our graduates. And what a beautiful day we got for this celebration. Perfect Michigan weather. Let's start this graduation with a big round of applause. Congratulations, you made it. You made it. We are here. We also must acknowledge the countless ways our graduates have been supported by their parents, siblings, spouses, extended families, and friends in the years leading up to and during dental school. We applaud each one of you too. Whether you are a dental student, a dental hygiene student, a graduate student in one of our residency programs, or a PhD student in oral health sciences, today is all about your success. Your impressive drive, commitment, and hard work have allowed you to join the long line of graduates stretching back 149 years to our school's founding in 1875. Yes, next year we are going to be 150 years old. For a century and a half, we've been educating students who have dedicated their lives to steadfastly improving the oral health and consequently the systemic health of hundreds of thousands of patients here in Michigan and all over the world. Dentistry is certainly a most worthy and altruistic career that each one of you decided to pursue. Today, I want to emphasize the word resilience, because of the unique challenges faced by our graduating class that started dental school in 2020, in the most challenging times of the COVID pandemic. Everyone at our school was affected. Of course, some of you were here before the start of the pandemic, others came a year or two later, but I want to focus just for a minute on our DDS class of 2024, because they really didn't have a celebration of their college graduation. And because their start at the School of Dentistry was disrupted from the very beginning. Dental school has always been a challenging course of study, even in the best times. But imagine having prepared for years to enroll in dental school, and just before you are all set to start, a worldwide pandemic comes and changes everything. Our new first-year DDS class should have arrived as usual in June. Instead, because of the pandemic, this class of 2024 stayed in their homes and held classes, seminars, and tests online for 3 months before arriving at the school at the last week of August. They became the first class in school history to arrive wearing masks and practicing social distancing. Nothing about that first couple of years of their dental school was routine, including the fact that they were in the middle of a major building renovation too, on top of the pandemic. And yet, working with faculty and staff, the students adapted, adjusted, coped, improvised, complained sometimes, right? Perhaps shed a few tears, but you were determined, you were committed, and you remained on course. You braved the SIM lab all scaffolded. I used to teach there at that time, and I remember that. And you helped us out with this as we moved into new clinical spaces. You moved forward, completed what you had to do, and you are now receiving your dental degrees. Today, we salute all of our graduates for your commitment, and yes, for your resilience. As I conclude, I want to stay on the same positive note because I know that all of our graduates are thinking ahead to their future endeavors that will begin tomorrow. Whether you're starting your career in a dental practice or investing in more education or doing more research, I know that your future is bright. You have shown us that you are smart, focused, determined, and able to overcome every obstacle that comes your way. And life tends, of course, to have a lot of obstacles. Whatever path you take now, wherever your life journeys takes you, you will always be able to point back with pride at the significant accomplishment of not only graduating from the University of Michigan School of Dentistry, by the way, the #1 dental school in the world. But completing a significant part of your training during COVID. That accomplishment should give you a great amount of confidence. When the day was difficult, when the SIM lab or the clinic could have been better, when the exam results were not so good, each one of you must have asked yourself from time to time, am I really going to make it? Well, today you are here. Today you have answered that question with an unequivocal and resounding yes, you made it. We congratulate you and we wish you all the best wherever life takes you. Congratulations. Very good. I now have some honored guests I would like to introduce. With us today is Dr. Eric Knudsen, President of the Michigan Dental Association. Dr. Knudsen from Scanaba earned his DDS degree here at the University of Michigan in 1995. He's an ADA delegate and a former trustee, secretary, treasurer, and president-elect of the MDA Board of Trustees. Dr. Knudsen is a fellow of the Pierre Fauchard Academy, the American College of Dentists, and the International College of Dentists. Dr. Knudsen, please rise and be recognized. We also welcome today a representative of the Michigan Dental Hygienists Association and another of our alumni, Elizabeth Pitts. Elizabeth is a graduate of Howard University with a degree in biology. She then came here to the dental school where she received her Bachelor's of Science in 2012 and her Master of Science in Dental Hygiene in 2017. She has made extensive contributions to clinical research, public health, academia, and clinical practice. She recently completed her second term as the president of the Michigan Dental Hygienists Association. Elizabeth, please stand and be recognized. The University of Michigan allows each school and college to conduct individual ceremonies for its graduates. The School of Dentistry has conducted a separate event for many years, and today we are conducting the official conferment of degrees by the university. Historically, it is the faculty who are presenting the graduates to the university, and it's they who have made the determination that the dental and dental hygiene classes of 2024 are well prepared to enter the professions of dentistry and dental hygiene. Today, we also confer Masters of Science degrees and 4 Doctor of Philosophy degrees in oral health sciences to candidates who have completed their training. With me on stage are members of our faculty who have taught and mentored our students every step of the way to this day. I'll introduce the faculty in groups. Please, faculty, stand when recognized and remain standing until all faculty introductions are complete. First is the Executive Committee, our elected governing body of the faculty. Please stand, members of the Executive Committee. Next is the dental school leadership teams, deans, directors, and department chairs. Next is our emeriti faculty, emeritus. And finally, I would ask that all remembered members of our governing faculty please rise. All of you. Thank you all for all that you have done for our students and for being here today. You can be seated. It is my honor today to welcome the University of Michigan Provost Dr. Lori McCauley as our 2024 commencement speaker. I believe I can safely say that in the 149 years of our history, of the School of Dentistry, we have never had a commencement speaker who knew so much about our school. As our dean for 9 years, from 2013 to 22, Lori did an absolutely terrific job leading our school in countless ways, big and small. As the commencement program notes in more detail, she joined the dental school as an assistant professor in '92, worked her way up through the ranks, serving as chair of the Department of Periodontics and Oral Medicine, and then as dean of our school. During these years, she has served in many dental school and campus planning and leadership roles. She remains a professor of periodontics and professor of pathology, and she maintains her laboratory at the dental school that has been continuously funded by the National Institutes of Health for more than 25 years. She has received numerous research and leadership awards from national and international professional associations. She's a champion for diversity, equity, and inclusion, receiving the Dental School's Ida Gray Award for her outstanding efforts in promoting multicultural ideals. As dean, she actively worked to reduce student debt and shepherded the $142 million expansion and renovation of our school. During the pandemic, she was the quintessential leader, always present, with a steady hand and a positive attitude, leading faculty, staff, and students in the complex process of keeping our educational and clinical programs in operation while the school was undergoing major construction of our clinical and research spaces during the pandemic. On a personal note, I can tell you that Lori is extremely generous with her time and expertise in helping others in their academic lives. She was always very supportive to me since I arrived here as a graduate student in '92 and later as a junior faculty member and department chair and dean. All of us here at the school know that the University of Michigan is very lucky to have Lori as our provost. In just a couple of years, Lori has distinguished herself as a thoughtful leader who has shepherded the university, academic affairs, and budget with fairness and wisdom during very challenging times. So I ask you to please welcome Provost Lori McCauley.
Thank you for the kind introduction, Dean Knorr, and thank you for your leadership, your partnership, and your friendship. What an honor to speak to you today, and it is so great to be home again. To the dental hygiene, dental master's, specialty, and PhD graduates, congratulations. I like to think of you as the class of irrepressible spirit. For the DDS class of 2024, I distinctly remember welcoming you to the School of Dentistry in the summer of 2020 and your orientation, where you were lined up in the halls and classrooms, masked and spaced 6 feet apart. I also remember your white coat ceremony, both of them. The white coat ceremony is a tradition that honors our professionalism. At the conclusion of a crash course in professional conduct, students earn the right to wear the clinic jacket with the block M emblazoned on it and to enter clinic. DDS class of 2024, you had your first white coat ceremony under dispiriting conditions as the pandemic entered full swing. But Dean Duff convinced me that you could have a safe 2020 white coat ceremony. As we know, no one has a passion for infection control and prevention like oral health professionals. You were masked, socially distanced, and received your coats in isolation. You were the paradigm of professionalism, and I was so proud for a few minutes. Just after the ceremony, I had to walk across campus, and to my horror, you collectively shed your newfound professional habits as I saw group after group of you outside the building with your indoor-only clinic attire, no masks, no distancing, embracing each other, huddled together for pictures. Well, needless to say, a large percent of this class ended up with COVID. Sigh. Later, this same class lobbied for and received a second white coat ceremony. And in case you thought that we granted the second white coat ceremony because we thought you were so special, now you know it was because you collectively failed the first one. Thank goodness the second one worked, and you're here today having excelled in your professional journey. Perhaps that debacle also resulted in last year's dental hygiene class being the first hygiene class to ever have a white coat ceremony, and now this year's hygiene class again excelled in moving into clinical professional status. Kudos to the dental hygiene classes for getting their white coat ceremonies right the first time. Seriously, I've been pondering what to tell you, our graduates. Unstoppable classes with a surplus of determination and, as we shall say, for some, a healthy esteem for bending the rules in the name of making memories. You are more than survivors, you're champions, even and especially in the face of the unpredictable. During this era where geopolitical and technological upheavals are a feature of daily life, I believe it's possible to add a measure of certainty to our lives, not by peering into a crystal ball, but by peering into ourselves. Simply put, you may not know where you'll be or what you'll be doing, but you can decide who you want to become. Your character, along with the skills you've developed here, will be your North Star, regardless of where you are on the map. My own journey began a little to the south, in a small town in Ohio. My career in dentistry started with cleaning, not teeth, but actual cleaning of my father's dental office. Eventually, I took on clerical duties, dental assisting, and then worked as a dental hygienist for my father and 3 other dental offices. I didn't imagine, while I sterilized instruments, organized files, and taught children how to brush their teeth, that I would one day be a professor. And I never planned on owning so many maize and blue outfits. In that way, my life has been as unpredictable as anyone's. The traits I will share with you today will serve you whether you're going to be a hygienist, a dentist, a dental specialist, and/or an educator. They will serve you from the first day on the job to the last. They even work in Ohio. The first of these essential traits is flexibility. The techniques and technology you earn in this field are constantly changing. When my father was in dental school, the slow-speed handpiece was the only motorized instrument for removing dental caries. Today, the state of science includes genomics, nanotechnology, and computer-aided design. To work in the field of oral health, you'll need to foster a personal commitment to adaptability and lifelong learning. This will also allow you to see opportunities inherent in new experiences and unexpected places. I thought that when I entered dental school, I would go back to my small town and take over my father's practice. One day in dental school, a classmate asked me to go to a meeting of the then American Association of Dental Schools. This casual invitation would shape the rest of my life. It opened my eyes to a new career path, and with it, 1,000 opportunities, a new home, and my life's most rewarding moments. The winding path of my initial years in the profession primed me to turn in unexpected directions when the time was right. 2 years ago, I thought I would finish my last year as dean, return to the faculty, and continue my teaching and research. But I was called to serve the university. While it was a very brief walk from the dental school to Central Administration Building, it was a big step and has been a profound honor to serve as provost, where I'm privileged to be able to support thousands of faculty, staff, and students in their amazing career paths. You too may be called to serve in myriad ways through your career. Keep your heart and mind open to opportunities. Be flexible. To be successful, you also need humility. Humility will allow you to appreciate the full depth of talent in those around you. From my first day as a chairside assistant to my time in central administration, I've been fortunate to be surrounded by outstanding teams. Each team has its visionaries, its risk takers, and its conscience. The people you encounter will have working titles like receptionist, lab tech, assistant, and custodian. They all have the potential to be leaders on or with your team. You merely need the humility to recognize that they can contribute. You will continue your trajectory as leaders. Some of you might become the president of the ADA, the NDA, or the ADHA, as alumni of our dental school have. Like others of our alumni, you could become public officials, mayors, presidents, and health department directors. Some may be like my father, running a dental practice in a small town while serving his local dental society and volunteering in schools. As you take on these leadership roles, take note of your team's victories, contributions, and milestones. Always remember that you could have been in their shoes if your trajectory was different. As a leader, you will be your best self when you show your team that you need and appreciate them. As you chart your journey, you'll need to foster another essential trait, empathy. This is particularly important when you encounter challenges yourself. Our role is to serve our patients, and by empathizing with them, we will be more compassionate and ensure they receive the care they deserve. Abraham Lincoln once said about a colleague, "I do not like that man. I must get to know him better. He knew that engaging with people different from yourself and learning more about a person's history and worldview was likely to make them a more sympathetic character and one with whom he could more easily work. I once had a patient who was a law school faculty member. On one of her first visits, she said to me, "You know, if this doesn't go well, I can sue you." She was probably joking, but this isn't the sort of joke that we as professionals typically find amusing. However, I got to know this patient. I realized she had a sharp wit and simply liked to tease. I treated her for more than 20 years. I saw her through many chapters of her life, the loss of her parents, her husband, her retirement, and her move away from Ann Arbor. She traveled back to Ann Arbor to be the last patient I saw before I became provost. That brings us to the last of the traits I've found indispensable: curiosity. Without curiosity, there are only toothaches. But toothaches combined with curiosity, now you have real science. Curiosity about advances in your profession will make you a top-tier practitioner. Curiosity about people will allow you to understand and diffuse their treatment fears. It will give you the tools to inspire them and create an inclusive workplace. And curiosity is the catalyst for the action of empathy. If I told you there was a tool with the magical power to convert people you don't care for into lifelong friends, wouldn't you pay almost anything for it? That's curiosity, and it doesn't cost anything. But the catch is, you have to build it yourself. Graduates, today is a day of celebration and triumph. It's also one of the great gates of personal transformation for each of you. I know from experience that the uncertainty that accompanies this can bring on anxiety. In addition to the normal uncertainty that accompanies graduation, the world feels especially tumultuous now. War, disinformation, political polarization, the power of social media to stoke outrage in this moment, mistrust and hypervigilance are common. People are looking for answers, and they are hungry for connection. More than any digital imaging software, generative AI approach, or 3D printer, the ability to listen and create a connection will be the core of your success. All of the technology in the world is useless without the reason we put on our white coats: to provide care for fellow human beings, to ease their fears, provide them with dignity, and make them smile. They need your best self now more than ever. In summary, as you step off our campus in an unpredictable time, you can be certain of a few things. You can be certain that people, with all their foibles, complications, and quirks, will enrich your life immeasurably. You should seek out these people, friends, partners, colleagues, and particularly mentors. You can be certain that you will change and the world will change, but you have the power to take whatever the world throws at you and give something back. And graduates, no matter how you feel, you can be certain that you are ready. How can I know this? I myself have gone through all the programs that you have: dental hygiene, dentistry, master's, specialty, and PhD. And I know your programs as a faculty member, a dean, and now as the provost who oversees all of the academic programs on this campus. I can confidently say that you have achieved success from one of the most rigorous academic programs at this university. And now, at the culmination of this journey, you have achieved degrees during one of the most challenging periods in history from unarguably the top school in the nation and the world. Finally, I am certain that the momentum that brought you this far will take you to unimaginable places beyond the horizon. Thank you very much. I will always be cheering for you. To the class of irrepressible spirit, congratulations and go blue.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and advice with our graduates. I now wish to introduce Brittany Nasir, President of the Dental Hygiene Class of 2024. Brittany served on the Student Council and acted as a liaison between students and faculty. She is currently a student member of the American Dental Hygienists Association. We thank Brittany for her contributions and congratulate her on her success during her time in the program. Brittany will now address her class and present the Dental Hygiene Faculty Outstanding Teaching Award. Brittany.
Thank you, Dean Noor. Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of the Dental Hygiene Class of 2024, I would like to thank all faculty, family, and friends who are gathered for the celebration today. It is a privilege and honor to stand before so many people whom I greatly respect and care for. None of this could have been possible without the endless love and support from our families, friends, and mentors that cheered us along the way. I want to personally thank my family for their unwavering support, understanding, and patience. In particular, I am deeply grateful to my husband for his endless support and constant words of encouragement. Above all, I would like to thank him for always believing in me, even during the times that I failed to believe in myself. And to our hygiene faculty, where do I even begin? It all started with that life-changing phone call delivered with excitement by the sweetest, kindest voice on the other line, Professor Kinney, informing us of our acceptance to the dental hygiene program. You have all demonstrated collective efforts and have not gone unnoticed. You've been beacons of light and an inspiration to us all. The clinic faculty have been nothing short of amazing, each offering their own invaluable insights, guidance, tips, and tricks. We feel truly blessed to have been under the guidance of such passionate educators here at the University of Michigan. Where would we be without the faculty whose sixth sense was detecting a PPE violation from across the building? Or the one who Zoomed with us at 8 a.m. on a Saturday, or the faculty who meticulously organized materials by color coding and highlighting everything, just to make life a little bit easier. Your hard work and dedication are something we'll forever be thankful for. Now to my classmates. Can you believe it? The time has finally come. Thank goodness, because senioritis was taking over. Today we stand here and reflect on the last 2 years of our journey. Our class started as one of the largest classes chosen for the hygiene program at the University of Michigan. We have poured so much blood, sweat, and tears into our education, and it has not been easy. However, we have gained so much knowledge, both personally and professionally along the way, from some of the greatest faculty in the nation, making all the tears and sleepless nights worth it. We have forged friendships and memories during our time together, from our potlucks and lunch and learns, to adventures at Cedar Point and cider mills, to rotation sites and volunteer work. We built camaraderie during the gastroparesis 5K and our friendly clinic rivalries, like the banter between the maize and blue clinics. And let's not forget the Wild Wild West. Together, we experienced our first patient care, practicing on one another, fumbling with new and very sharp instruments, even injecting local anesthetic, hoping to avoid a hematoma. All the while learning to trust each other. We bonded over late-night study sessions, early morning car rides to school, and the collective anxiety in the hall outside G550 after an exam. It's remarkable to reminisce on those days when we couldn't even tell the working end of an instrument from the handle, but look at how far we've come and how much we've grown over the past 2 years. I'm so proud of each and every one of you for all your endless dedication and perseverance. The class of 2024 is an extraordinary and diverse group that always came together in times of adversity. We're always willing and ready to lend a helping hand to support each other. Where this journey ends, another is just beginning. As we leave the safety of our school and go into the real world, remember the difference you can make. By engaging in crucial conversations that prevent and detect oral diseases and potentially save lives, we enhance not only an individual's oral health, but their overall well-being. While some may see our role as merely cleaning teeth, we understand the profound impact of our work on our patients and community. As Tracy Ellis Ross once said, be proud of the work you do, the person you've become, and the difference you make. Congratulations to the dental hygiene class of 2024. Forever and always, go Blue. Finally, it is with great pleasure that I introduce Professor Janet Kinney, whose essential role in the success of each and every one of us has been apparent from the very start. Her grace, compassion, wit, and expertise shine through in all she does. In recognition of her outstanding contributions, our class honored her with the Dental Hygiene Faculty Teaching Award in April of this year. We are privileged to have her address us today. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Professor Kinney.
So dear dental hygiene class of 2024, I'd like to begin by thanking you for selecting me for this honor. I know this is a little bit of you may feel like an overused cliche to say that, but it really does come from my heart, and I'll prove it. Because the night that I learned that you selected me for this award, I was speechless, and you know that doesn't happen very often, but I just put my hand over my heart because it was just glowing. So when I give you my heartfelt thanks, it really is heartfelt thanks. But as I gaze out to you today, there's a part of me that instinctively wants to see you back in G550 wearing scrubs, not sitting here in Hill Auditorium adorned in your cap and gowns. And on top of being in G550, I can see you in all your seats. Keisha, Laura up there, Anthony, Courtney, you know where you all go, right? But that is my instinct. But you're not back there. You are ready to walk across the stage and receive your well-earned University of Michigan degree. Well, as a class, you're one of a kind, and that is in a good way, okay? Last winter, I appreciated your sense of humor as I continually stumbled over correctly pronouncing pharmacological drugs. You know that, but you hung in there with me. Then the next year, or the next semester, excuse me, we were back in G550 again, this time in DH300, and I hope all those statistical graphs and bar charts and histograms you created were helpful when you presented your research posters. And then last semester, here we were back in G550 again, this time in 440, and you were my pilot class where I got this brilliant idea to present the material in systems instead of by chapters. So each week, you know, we took a deep dive into anatomy, physiology, pharmacology, dental emergencies, and process of care. But you hung in there with me, and I was proud of you for that. The past 2 years have been a journey for you, and for each of you, and I hope in some small way I've had a positive impact on you, both as a person as well as a dental hygienist. I want to end by thanking you for choosing the University of Michigan. You had other choices, places you could have gone, but you chose Michigan. I also want to thank the family and friends and supporters of this class. I know many of you have hung in there for the last 2 years and feel like you should deserve and earn an honorary dental hygiene award, and you should. So make sure, class, you thank those people who have been there for you the last 2 years. So with that, I will say thank you and go Blue.
Thank you, Brittany, and congratulations to Professor Kinney. Yeah. I would like now to introduce the president of the dental senior class, Karim Taba. During his 4 years at the School of Dentistry, Karim has been a positive and supportive influence, providing thoughtful student leadership, exemplary peer mentoring, and valuable input regarding the student perspective. We are very grateful for his service to the School of Dentistry community. Karim will now address the classes and present the Dr. Paul Gibbons Dental Faculty Award. Karim, please come.
Thank you, dear Noor. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. Honored guests, graduates, faculty, staff, students, friends, and families. I want to start by saying welcome to the 2024 University of Michigan School of Dentistry Commencement Ceremony. My name is Karim Tabba. It's been an honor to serve as the president of the dental class of 2024. I pursued business for both my undergraduate and graduate studies. My parents, Arfan and Mayyada Tabba, always encouraged me to seek knowledge. However, I decided to change course and apply to dental school. While many supported me, some questioned my decision. Looking back now, it was the best choice I ever made. I am grateful for the knowledge I've gained, the friendship I have formed, and the family I became a part of, and the honor of delivering today's remarks. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you, my sisters. Thank you, my wife, Rima, for the unconditional support and love. And special thanks to my Uncle Majid for his countless prayers. To all families, friends, spouses, partners, you should also be proud of your graduate and yourselves. When we walk across the stage, it is your graduation as well. You supported us as we pulled all-nighters, took practical exam, tackled midterms, survived finals, experienced our first day in clinic, completed boards, or worried that we had to remount our denture case. We knew we were not alone. We knew that we had your love and support. Thank you for being with us during our weakest and happiest moments. Thank you for being in our lives and for your support and love. To my classmates, it's been quite an adventure. I was reflecting on our journey since the first day of dental school. It was not an easy one. We fought through the pandemic, started dental school not knowing our classmates, the challenging of a major building renovation, and jumping through the hoops of accreditation and requirements adjustments. All these experiences showed the character and true resilience of the class of 2024. Let us always remember the countless patients who entrusted us with their care. Our patients have been the greatest teachers, reminding us of the profound impact we have on them. Let us carry their stories with us and never forget the privilege and responsibility that comes with being a dentist. As we look to the future, let us never lose sight of our commitment to excellence, empathy, and justice. And let us continue to contribute to the world one smile at a time. Our time at dental school was filled with challenges and achievements. Thanks to all faculty, educators, and mentors for the knowledge, experience, and wisdom that you provided us. Thank you for believing and entrusting us. You helped us transform our challenges into achievements and beautiful experiences. As many people know, Arabic language is famous for its poetry. There is a famous poem by Ahmad Shawqi that I learned as a child, but its true meaning became clear to me recently. It speaks to the value of teachers and educators, and I would like to share it with you. قم للمعلم وفه التبجيلا كاد المعلم أن يكون رسولا. Stand up in respect for your teacher, for a teacher's status is almost as high as a prophet. To all faculty, educators, and mentors who played a role in our education, thank you. Without you, we would not be here armed with this wealth of knowledge and ready for our journey as dentists. In conclusion, let me say this. We are not closing a chapter in our lives. We are embarking on a journey filled with infinite opportunity to make a difference in people's lives. I started my speech with a message of peace. I would like to end it with Dr. Martin Luther King's quote about justice. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Class of 2024, congratulations, and go blue. every year, the graduating class vote to give the Paul Gibbons Award to recognize the faculty that had the greatest influence on them during the 4 years. Our class voted for Dr. Marcia Campos to receive this honor. I would like to introduce Dr. Campos by sharing what our class said about her. She's the person who cares the most. Dr. Campos possesses the best qualities of clinician, scientist, teacher, mentor, leader, and a friend. She exhibits empathy and kindness towards students and patients. Dr. Campos took the time to learn and remember our names. Her energy and excitement filled the room. She's an inspiration and someone I look up to. Dr. Campos is very cheerful, kind, and respectful to every student comes across her way. She goes above and beyond to make sure the students understand the concept and help them the best way possible. Every encounter with Dr. Campos makes you feel seen, valued, and important. Dr. Campos is the best, always looking out for students. Thank you, Dr. Campos, for being you. Please welcome Dr. Marcia Campos.
And now I'm supposed to speak, right? I would like to start to say that my heart is so full. Thank you so much for this great honor. Thank you. My beloved class of 2024, as Dean Noor started, I want to start acknowledging that because of the pandemic, many in this class didn't have their in-person graduation when they finished college, which makes this moment even more important. So please help me to honor this class with a round of applause to make up for the celebration that should have happened years ago. Well, today is a perfect day to talk about beginnings and endings. And even though they mark different stages, they also have a lot of similarities. Beginnings and endings, they can be exciting and happy, but they can also be scary and bittersweet. I remember when I graduated dental school a long time ago, and I had all these feelings all together, and it was very overwhelming. I also had the thought that I was not ready. So if I could look back to that recently graduated woman, I would say, nobody feels fully prepared to start their professional life because the challenges one needs to overcome are faced every day with every single decision you make, and the learning won't stop. Experience comes with time, and there's no way to rush time, so give it time. When everyone is trying to be the same, choose to be different and make the difference. I used to go home after a full day of work thinking and overthinking about everything that went wrong. And that made me doubt of myself so many times and brought down my confidence. And I don't want you to do the same. So please do not take as long as I took to realize that we cannot change the past, but we can embrace the opportunity to write the future. And there are so many possibilities. When I realized that, I became a better professional and a happier one for sure. So I decided to end my days learning with what went wrong and looking forward to beginning my next day focusing on what's next. But more than sharing my own stories, my own experiences, and giving you some advice, I want to make this speech special. I want to make this moment memorable and all about you, because today it's all about you. So I decided to end my speech talking about your story, the story of your 4 years of dental school, with a little tweak. This class calls me Taylor Swift. I don't look like her, I don't sound like her, I'm not gonna sing. And you're going to have to explain this to your family and friends later. But I decided to write your story, the story of your 4 years of dental school, using parts of Taylor Swift songs. I have my daughter helping me out. So buckle up, my Swifties, because this is your story. This is the tale of the class of 2024. Once upon a time, a few years ago, you were starting your dental school. We were all young when I first saw you in the sim lab with Dr. Carl. I close my eyes and the flashback starts and I see you say, "Hello, can you check my prep?" Little did I know. And you had to stay up too late, getting something in your brain for all those endless exams. At least that's what people say. Weekly spitting tests were required because of COVID. And you also had to wear the face shield and the N95 that could leave you breathless or with a nasty scar. But you made it to your D3 year and you were finally in clinic. You reached perio and oral surgery, and even though Dr. Richards and Dr. Zuppellari asked you to avoid it, many times you got bad blood in your hands. Sometimes you had patients that you knew were trouble when they walked in. But you knew you had to keep cruising. You knew you can't stop, you won't stop moving. Because it's like you had this music in your mind saying, it's gonna be all right. And your faculty kept promising that they will show you magic, madness, and heaven, and incredible things. But many times they were a nightmare dressed like a daydream. But come on, it was not all torture. And as we also took you to incredible places like Kenya, Guatemala, and Honduras with Dr. Fontana and the global programs. You guys remember that? Yeah. Oops, clock is ticking. G4 year is going fast. But your combo case made you feel like dental school would last forever, or you go down in flames. Quite literally. Right, Dr. Snyder and Dr. Hill? And you should have known at this point that dentists only enjoy life when it's torture. Don't say I didn't warn you. And of course, you had to be the first class to have a didactic course in your D4 year, thanks to Dr. Travan and Dr. Campos. You reached your final step, your boards. And they made you ask again, can you tell me when it's over and if the high was worth the pain? But you passed. And here you are today, looking at the diplomas and asking yourself, will they have my name? And Dr. Gonzalez might say, if they have a blank space, babe, I'll write your name. Jokes aside, I truly hope you feel the high was worth the pain. And I hope that every time you come back to visit the school, and when you walk through those halls, thinking about all the moments that you lived there, you remember that it was rare. You were there, and you remember it all too well. Congratulations, class of 2024. I couldn't be prouder. Congratulations, families, friends, for all your support and love. Never underestimate your power of transforming lives. Go change the world. Thank you for changing mine.
That was beautiful. Thank you, Karim, and congratulations to Dr. Campos. We have now reached the time to formally honor our graduates. Dr. Yuji Mishina, Director of the Oral Health Science PhD program, will announce the candidates for the PhD degree in Oral Health Sciences from the Rackham Graduate School. Dr. Mishina, please come to the podium.
Okay, that's a great moment for the candidates. First, I'd like to introduce our first candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Oral Health Sciences, Dr. Norm Ganot. Dr. Ganot, please rise. So, Dr. Ganot was admitted to the Oral Health Science and the PhD program in 2019. She has received several awards and distinctions, including the Dr. J Awards. And she successfully defended her dissertation on the neural control circuit for the cough-like defensive behaviors in mice on March 19th of this term, and has completed all requirements of the Rackham Graduate School for the Doctor of Philosophy in Oral Health Science. Congratulations, Dr. Ganot, on this well-deserved recognitions. Okay, joining me in hooding Dr. Ganot is Dr. Pan Lee, her dissertation advisor and assistant professor of the Dentistry, Department of Biologic and Material Sciences. Okay, next, I'd like to introduce now our second candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Oral Health Science, Dr. Yao Yao. Dr. Yao, please rise. So Dr. Yao was admitted to the OHS PhD program in 2018. And during her time in the program, she was received several distinctions, including 2 from the International Association for the Dental Research, IADR, the William Geese Award in 2024, and the Woman in Science Promising Talented Award in 2023. Okay. So she successfully defended her dissertation on the electrohydrodynamic jetted biomaterials with cell tissue specificity for the gene therapy and regenerative medicine, okay, on January 18th of this term. And we have completed all requirements of the Rackham Graduate School for the Doctor of Philosophy in Oral Health Sciences. Congratulations, Dr. Yao, on this well-deserved recognition. So joining me in hooding Dr. Yao today is Dr. Jörg Lohan, her dissertation advisor, and Wolfgang Pauli Collegiate Professor of Chemical Engineering in the College of Engineering. Okay. Dr. Lohan. Okay, so continue. So I would like to introduce our third candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Oral Health Sciences, Dr. Alexandra Herzog. Okay. Dr. Herzog, please rise. Okay, Dr. Herzog was admitted to the Doctor of Dental Surgery and the Oral Health Science PhD program, the dual program, okay, in 2017 to pursue the dual DDS doctorate degree training. Then she has received several distinctions, including the Ruth Carsten National Research Service Award, okay, and the IADR Edward H. Hutton Awards, first place. Okay. She successfully defended her dissertation on the chemoresistance of head and neck cancer stem cells on February 23rd of this term. And we have completed all requirements of the Rackham Graduate School for the Doctor of Philosophy in Oral Health Sciences. Congratulations, Dr. Herzog, on these well-deserved recognitions. So, fooding Dr. Herzog today is the Dean, Dr. Jack Noah, her dissertation advisor, Donald Keir Collegiate Professor of Dentistry, and the Dean of our school. Okay, so then I'd like to introduce our fourth candidate. Yeah, that's the largest number of the graduate of our program history, but anyway, okay, for the degree of the Doctor of Philosophy in Oral Health Science, Dr. William Benton Swanson. Okay. Dr. Swanson. So Dr. Swanson was admitted to the Doctor of Dental Surgery and Oral Health Science PhD program in 2017 to pursue the dual DDS doctorate degree training. During his time in the program, so he has received numerous distinctions, including the Ruth Carsten Dual Degree Fellowship from the National Institute of Health, and the Hutton Award from the IADR. Okay. So he successfully defended his dissertation on regenerative engineering in the bone microenvironment, okay, towards the re-establishing the homeostasis and the function using implantable biomaterial scaffolds on January 18th of this term. And we'll have completed all requirements of the Rackham Graduate School for the Doctor of Philosophy in Oral Health Sciences. Congratulations, Dr. Swanson, on these well-deserved recognitions. Okay, then today I have the unique honor to hooding my mentor, Dr. Swanson. Okay, with Dr. Vesa Courtney, the Associate Dean for the Research.
I congratulate and recognize Dr. Noam Ganot, Dr. Yao Yao, Dr. Alexandra Herzog, and Dr. William Benton Swanson for their achievements. The first few pages of the commencement program contain the names of candidates for the Masters of Science degree from the Rackham School of Graduate Studies. Depending on their program of study, these are scholars, graduate dentists, and dental hygienists who have been working with dental school faculty for 1 to 3 years. Some of these students had their degrees conferred last week. Others will receive their degrees later this summer. Because they are an important part of the dental school community, we wish to recognize the hard work by both the students and their faculty advisors. At this time, Dr. Carlos Gonzalez, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, will announce the recipients of the Masters of Science degrees. I might add now that it's totally fine for family and friends to audibly show their congratulations, and for some, perhaps your sense of relief to our graduates. Thank you.
Good morning again still. This comes the interesting part in which I try to pronounce all your names properly. I'll try to do my best. Dr. Rama Arashdan. Dr. Hassan Joseph Khalid Al-Yusufi. Dr. Johara Al-Malki. Dr. Yazid Al-Tamimi. Dr. Gaida Al-Thibaiti. Sahar Amin Mansour. Sepide Amin Mansour. Dr. Maxwell Beatty. Elise Serena Blackman. Jennifer Camille. Dr. Ichen Jian. Dr. Andrew Chong. Edith Dana. Dr. Meg Eason. Sonia Ejiki. Diana Ephraim. Dr. Stephen Fagan. Asal Fitrati. Riley Jacob Francis. Amber Fugers. Rowie Ragudo Fuertes. It's not you? Oh, sorry. Dr. Miranda Haas Strady. Dr. Teresa Heck. Dr. Ethan Calderman. Stephanie Laika. Dr. Mackenzie Renee Maynor. Dr. Jonathan Mish. Dr. Madeleine Morrison. Dr. Magdalena Orlowska. Dr. Tanvi Sharma. Dr. Mustafa Shihabuddin. Dr. Jordan Simanovich. Dr. Amanda Victoria Sotillo. Dr. Sarah Tinawi. Dr. Gillian Yvonne Underwood. Dr. Hiba Osman. Dr. Victor Moises Velázquez. Dr. Jeremy Wade. Dr. Jennifer Shu. Dr. Xiang Ray Yang. Emily Zhu. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our graduates. You made it. It's now time to award degrees for the 2024 dental hygiene class. Professor Jennifer Cullen, the Director of Dental Hygiene, will present the class. Jennifer.
Tala Almesari. Keisha Aldridge. Mohammed Rida Al-Jalahawi. Mina Alabeidi. Luisa Amaya. Melanie Antoine. Hannah Bainbridge. Carly Barger. Anthony Baracco. Alexia Bates. Kylie Brand. Catherine Kanjemi. Isabella Kaysen. Sidra Chaudhry. Eric Clark. Min Kevin Lay. Jawahir Fidel. Rita Hanash. Allison Honjas. Emily Honjas. Laura Milan. Aisha Mohammed Ali. Asia Mohammed Azizi. Taylor Morgan. Courtney Nagy. Brittany Nasser. Rams Nuza. Asia Parsons. Caitlin Schultz. Kathleen Stark. Ella Steppen. Shay Timko. Carmen Vega. And Janine West. An important feature of the school's graduation ceremony is the dental hygienist's pledge of commitment to their new profession. Class President Brittany Nasser will lead the class in the recitation of the Dental Hygiene Pledge, which is endorsed by the American Dental Hygienists Association.
Are they rising? Who's calling? Are they rising?
Ask your class to rise.
If I can have the dental hygiene class of 2024 please rise.
Now I've got the programs. Say it loud and proud.
And if you can open up your programs with the pledge, you guys will join in with me, okay? So in my practice as a dental hygienist, I affirm my personal and professional commitment to improve the oral health of public, to advance the art and science of dental hygiene, and to promote high standards of quality care. I pledge continually to improve my professional knowledge and skills, to render a full measure of service to each patient entrusted to my care, and to uphold the highest standards of professional competence and personal conduct in the interests of the dental hygiene profession and the public it serves.
Thank you, and congratulations to our graduates. The ceremony we are now about to conduct involves two parts: the awarding of the diploma and the act of hooding by the faculty. Each doctor receives a hood that symbolizes entry into the dental profession. The hooding ceremony will be conducted by two faculty, Dr. Renee Duff, our Associate Dean for Students, and Dr. Don Hayes, Director of our Comprehensive Care courses. In addition, alumni parents whose graduates are receiving their Doctor of Dental Surgery degrees today may also be participating in the hooding portion of the ceremony. Dr. Carlos Gonzalez, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, will present the graduates.
Hello again. Dr. Ranat Ahmad. Dr. Hussein Ali. Dr. Jalal Al-Malouhi. Dr. Yunus Al-Sumairi. Dr. Manpreet Anand. Dr. Noor Audi. Dr. Ibrahim Badat. Dr. Harpreet Batu. Dr. Kate Beauchamp. Dr. Pooja Bharadwaj. Dr. Parneet Bhupal. Dr. Geraldina Bija. Dr. Clayton Blackwell. Dr. James Brady. Dr. Noah Brayton. Dr. Brandon Bringedal. Dr. Daniel Brusky. Dr. Omar Karkora. Dr. Andrew Chen. Dr. Emily Chen. Dr. Vishaka Chowdhury. Dr. Sidney Tressler Seinel. Dr. Clarence Cochran II. Dr. Shera Corvera Calderon. Dr. Patrick Cummings. Dr. Raquel Cunningham. Dr. Denise Barros Cugado. Dr. Ulawatobi Elizabeth Dauda. Dr. Abby Deffenbaugh. Dr. Suvita Dere. Dr. Anmol Dixit. Dr. Justin Doe. Dr. Caitlin Dorkey. Dr. Miranda Eberly. Dr. Nicole Engelman. Dr. Alisa Evans. Dr. Corinne Fledmeyer. Dr. Colleen Reed Freund. Dr. Victoria Hall. Dr. Adnan Hamka. Dr. Denzel Harris. Dr. Bradley Harrison. Dr. Alexandra Herzog. Dr. Ryan Michael Himlo. Dr. Ulysses Hoffman. Dr. Brandon Horsley. Dr. Kuha Zhang. Dr. Andrew Campbell. Dr. Brianna Antoinette Cardinal. Dr. Amanda Kelly. Dr. Mitchell Kennedy. Dr. Taymur Khan. Dr. Ashraf Keder. Dr. Emma King. Dr. Matthew Kenoxon. Dr. Sarah LaChapelle. Dr. Tommy Lau. Dr. Cody Lee. Dr. Caitlin Onji Lee. Dr. Laila Lee. Dr. Amy Lee. Dr. Cassandra Lenz. Dr. Mohab Nashat Lewis. Dr. Divya Makija. Dr. Mohammed Maklet. Dr. Camila Malat. Dr. Winston Mallory. Dr. Divya Lakshmi Manavasgam. Dr. Yin Chao Mao. Dr. Peter Marton. Dr. Jenna Maxine Mikkonen. Dr. Leo Vasserot Merle VI. Dr. Vanessa Avery Mitchell. Dr. Robert Mora. Dr. Rebecca Mulder. Dr. Moon Xiao Nie. Dr. Sawyer Olesko. Dr. Alicia Palikar. Dr. Tristan Marie Palesci. Dr. Gisha Paniker. Dr. Meera Patel. Dr. Tulsi Patel. Dr. August Pearson. Dr. Sierra Perry. Dr. Danielle Popeye. Dr. Devendra Rai. Dr. Akyuta Ralapali. Dr. Maggie Rathke. Dr. Shahed Reyes. Dr. Ashley Rees. Dr. Kian Andrew Rick. Dr. John Daniel Robertson. Dr. Justin Rubin. Dr. Nikita Runta. Dr. Sima Sabah. Dr. Hatem Salim. Dr. Dorcas Sam Ayudeli. Dr. Haley Schultz. Dr. Palak Shah. Dr. Jack Sherwood. Dr. Maxwell Tung Hung Chim. Dr. Cameron Shoemaker. Dr. Priya Shoha. Dr. Erica Sismet. Dr. Elizabeth Rose Stang. Dr. William Bentham Swanson. Dr. Karim Tabal. Dr. Burhanuddin Tambawala. Dr. Thomas Theo Harris. Dr. Chiwendo Alexis Yusosike. Dr. Chingmei Dilip Wakade. Dr. Tia Vansalocom. Dr. Akshaya Venugopalan. Dr. Jacob View. Dr. Owen Campbell Ward. Dr. Maxwell Watsman. Dr. Noah Andrew Wagley. Dr. Lucas Paul Weiss. Dr. Elizabeth Williams. Dr. Spencer James Wills. Dr. D. Sheehan. Dr. Jacob Zurka. Dr. Andrew Zhao Zhang. Dr. He Chao Zhong. Congratulations, class of 2024.
A special component of the school's graduation ceremony is the DDS graduates' pledge of commitment to their profession. The oath of aspiring dental professionals was originally written by the class of 2012. Dr. Karim Taba will recite the oath on behalf of his class. Then Dr. Taba, together with the class of 2024, will recite the dentist pledge, which is endorsed by the American Dental Association and very thoughtfully describes the responsibilities of being a dental professional. Dr. Taba, please.
Upon entering the honorary ranks of dental community, I swear to uphold the following oath. I will work with my peers to establish an atmosphere with honesty and collegiality, thereby fostering collaborative learning. I will not let vanity or greed interfere with doing what is just and right. I will administer sound ethical judgment in the treatment of my patients. I will always be mindful that my patient is a human being, and with that in mind, seek the treatment option that promote my patient's total well-being. I'll practice prevention and continue to learn the latest method of treatment in order to give my patients the best possible care and confidence in my ability. I will have the courage to admit when I do not know and to defer when a better treatment has been presented. I believe the practice of dentistry is a responsibility and a privilege. I vow to exemplify the highest standards of care and excellence. I will at all time act in an ethical manner and never abuse the privileges I have been granted. I will remember that I represent a noble class of skilled professionals and will never willingly tarnish their dignity. Class 2024, please stand and repeat each verse after me. We, the class 2024, as members of the dental profession, shall keep this pledge and these stipulations. We understand and accept that our primary responsibility to our patients, and we shall dedicate ourselves to render to the best of our ability the high standard of oral health care and to maintain a relationship of respect and confidence. Therefore, let all come to us safe in the knowledge that their total health and well-being are our first considerations. We shall accept the responsibility that as professionals, our competence rests on continuing the attainment of knowledge and skills in the art of science of dentistry. We acknowledge our obligation to support and sustain the honor and integrity of the profession, and to conduct ourselves in all endeavors such we shall merit the respect of our patients, colleagues, and our community. We further commit ourselves to the betterment of our community for the benefit of all of society. We shall faithfully observe the principle of ethics and code of professional conduct set forth by the profession. All this we pledge with pride in our commitment to the profession and the public it serves. Congratulations.
You can be seated now, and congratulations to the graduates of 2024. Our graduates are now members of the Alumni Association of the University of Michigan School of Dentistry. The school has more than 10,000 living alumni, and you are warmly welcomed into this large and distinguished group. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the School of Dentistry, thank you, and we wish you much happiness and success in your lives. In addition to the recognition bestowed upon the graduates, it's time now to recognize many others who have reason to celebrate today. There are a number of University of Michigan alumni parents from various schools and colleges who have graduates here today. So would all alumni parents that graduate here from the University of Michigan, would you please rise and be recognized? All alumni, all parents that are alumni. Please remain standing. Terrific. I also ask all the mothers, fathers, guardians, and grandparents of graduates, please rise and be recognized. So mothers, fathers, guardians, and grandparents, please remain standing. Please remain standing. Super. Will all the spouses, partners, significant others, and children of the graduates please rise and be recognized? Spouses, partners, significant others, and children. Very good. You can sit now. Thank you. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the staff of the Office of Academic Affairs for their work in organizing this event, and a special recognition to Professor Nicole Keller, our organist. Let's thank her. Thank you. As our graduates and faculty exit during recessional, we ask that the audience please remain in your seats. Then we invite you to join us for a reception on the second floor of the Michigan League. The School of Dentistry will also be open for visitors. So thank you all for being here and for participating with us in this celebration of your graduation. And please, always remember, wherever you are, wherever you go, go blue!